EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming up 358.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Joe Mixon, 41 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Jaguars 32-yard line.
Fights off the defender. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Marquise Brown, 32 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete to
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Get in the way with it. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Jason McCourty.
Throwing again. Rodgers on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
Julian Edelman, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For Andy Dalton last year in Cincinnati, he threw 3 of these, second only to Jameis Winston 7. And he'll be bitten again with the interception and 6 points the other way. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Panthers 21, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Following the fumble recovery, Dalton over the middle here to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10. At their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Rodgers pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they do finally get him at the 12. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Dalton flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd down and 3. We are in for a good one as we're through 1. On EA Sports.
At the end of the 1st quarter with the score Panthers 28, Jaguars 21.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 4 yards. Pick up 1st down.
Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First throw now for the backup McCown. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Dalton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You must be true.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking downfield for Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense retains possession.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Passing, it's Dalton. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
1st and 10.
From the gun, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a
now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this is back to an 8-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Dalton, he's going. It got his man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, Dalton being chased out left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 19-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pass complete here to Sanders. The 40, 30, the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Emmanuel Sanders, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Ryan Suckup.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Shifts by him. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Third down and
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So here